Hello everybody. Today I have a very special story for you. Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin. Once upon a time, but not a long time ago, there was a very nice king. He spent a lot of time making sure that the poor people in his kingdom were treated properly, and his government paid him £70 million every year to come up with good advice. The king was horrified to find that many peasants in the Oxford realm had to wear terrible clothing. There were a few reports that claimed that material made from cotton-based thread, made by the Psy Company, was very effective and could transform a peasant's life. So the king said that all peasants should buy clothing made from cotton-based thread. One day, a couple of salesmen from the Psy Company came calling to show him their latest version. They had been given £5 million of government money for a patented automatic cotton embellisher, and said that they were able to produce wonderful and effective material for the peasants to use. There was a fine tailor in the kingdom who managed to get hold of some of this new material, and she worked day and night to create some new clothing. Finally, she went to the nice king and explained that there was no way whatsoever that this cotton-based thread could produce anything that lasted. It seemed to tick all the boxes at first, but really was useless. But the nice king was enthralled by the Psy Company and waited for the clothing produced by the new paste machines. When it arrived, he was so excited. The salesman gently unwrapped a full set of clothing and showed him how good it looked. Then the king called in his nice advisers to help him decide. It was a properly independent group of advisers. There were 7 of them in all. 3 of them were salesmen from the Psy Company. 2 of them were close friends of the owners. 1 was hoping to sell the clothing to children, and 1 was there to represent the peasants. He knew his place. Of course, other lowly peasants were not allowed to speak to the nice advisers directly. Only true nobles with a stakeholding could do that. The advisers all assured the king that the clothes were wonderful, even though they knew that the clothes fell apart after a short time. After all, they made their living from the cotton-based thread. And so it was left to the nice king to make his final decision. Cries of horror arose from the peasants. "Can't they see it's rubbish?" asked people time and time again. "Can't they see the evidence in front of their eyes?" I suppose you were looking for a happy ending to this fairy tale. Perhaps some innocent child would break out of the crowd and tell the king the truth. But that isn't how life works for the powerful. But the king has decided to set up a new group to look at the recommendations again. It seems he did listen after all. Of course, it will all depend upon who he chooses to be in the new group of advisers. Will the group be truly independent? Or will it be mainly filled with people whose fingers are already in the CBT money bag? The moral of this story is simply that it doesn't matter what nice leaders say that they intend to do, unless they actually, truly and properly, look at the real evidence and listen to the people affected by their decisions. They are just another part of the entitled classes, all looking out for each other.